Hello everyone, how's it going? Billy Ballgame here, back with another video. On this channel, I'm just a dude who loves to talk about baseball cards. And today's video, I'm going to talk about the cards I picked up when I went out with my buddy Coop. I think it was Friday, to look at that collection I talked about in my last video, and I picked some awesome stuff up. But before I get into that, I just wanted to let you know today is Tuesday, January 7th. We are home with a snow day due to snowpocalypse, but everything's good. I think we got about 11 or 12 inches of snow. We got some sleet and freezing rain, but everything is good. So we took the kids sledding yesterday afternoon, and they had a blast. So everything's okay. So you may hear some kids running around upstairs stomping on the ceiling. But real quick, before I get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, if you watched Chris's video yesterday, and I hope you all did, you will know that our little circle in the card collecting community in middle Missouri lost a good one last week. Unfortunately, Mauricio passed in Mexico while he was down there visiting family, and it hits kind of hard because, you know, I'm almost 50, and he was 55 and passed of a heart attack. So, you know, Chris and Mauricio have been close. Mauricio has been Chris's right-hand man at work for many years. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to Chris when he's dealing with this hard time of losing a really good friend. And I've gotten to know Mauricio pretty well over the last few years. We've spent a lot of time in Chris's truck heading back and forth to card shows and all that other stuff. And he was just a great dude. So rest in peace, Mauricio. You will be missed. So kind of to segue into the meat and potatoes of this video, as you can tell by the huge stack of cards piled up on my display case here, I've been spending the last 2 or 3 days sorting cards, penny sleeving and top loading cards. Mrs. Ballgame bought a case of top loaders for me. So everything had just been piling up for a while because I hadn't been to Columbia to get any top loaders and hadn't ordered them off the internet. So I'm not a huge fan of spending money on supplies for my cards, and that doesn't make sense, right? Because you want to keep them in good condition. But to me, I don't know, it's like buying tires. I don't like buying tires, and I don't like buying toilet paper, and I don't like buying supplies for cards, but it's just one of those necessary things you have to do. But so anyway, I finally got a bunch of top loaders and was able to top loader and penny sleeve all this stuff that I had piled up there, as well as the stuff I bought with my buddy Coop on Friday. So what I'm going to get into first is I'm going to show you some cards I picked up while we were staying with family over New Year's. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Scott Denny at Collect 702. This is a fairly new card shop that opened up in Farmington, Missouri. So if you're in the area, please go check him out. But he's just a really good dude. And so I'd never been there before. I tried to catch him, I think it was the day after Christmas Eve, somewhere around there, and it was closed, of course, and it should have been. But I was able to catch him on New Year's Eve. And so he has a great mix of newer stuff and older stuff, wax pack wise. And then he also has a great mix of newer and older singles, graded and ungraded. And so I picked up a couple cards while I was there, and he had good prices on everything. I thought his prices were fair. Just a really inviting atmosphere and a really good dude to do business with. So I hope that if you're around, you will support Collect 702. So a great new card shop. But this one, the first one I'm going to show you, is really, this was a huge a huge hockey card back in the junk wax era of hockey. So this is Upper Deck's first hockey set. This is the, I guess, second hockey set, because this is kind of the high series. But this Sergei Fedorov rookie was about the biggest rookie card. Well, it was the biggest rookie card of this kind of era, definitely of this year of hockey sets. And then Eric Lindros came in, and he was huge also, Jaromir Jagr. But this is just a really cool historic set, because this was the first Upper Deck hockey set, and Upper Deck is still the primary producer of hockey cards, and they're still making the young guns. And so I've always been a huge fan of this set, and I've ripped so much of it, it's not even funny. And I've always been a huge fan of this Sergei Fedorov card specifically. So that was the first pickup. I paid 20 bucks for this, which may have been a little bit of an overpayment compared to the VCP average price. But when you look at the centering and all that other stuff, it brings it back a little bit more in line. And then when you factor in the next card I actually underpaid a little bit for, it balances things out. So I'm happy to have this. This is the first one of these that I've ever owned. Most of you know, if were collecting around the junk wax era, there are 4 of these Mother's Cookies King Griffey Jr. air quotes rookie cards. And this is the first one that I've ever owned. So I'm hoping to add the other 3 at some point in the not so distant future. So this was $30, and the VCP average value on this is about $37. So everything kind of balances out. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of this card. Like I said, I hope I can add the rest of the Mother's Cookies here before too long. And I've said it before on my channel. If I find a King Griffey Jr. graded card at a reasonable price that I don't already own, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to buy that. So there were my pickups from, again, 702 Collect. So now with Coop, I bought quite a few cards. So I spent $180. I bought a few singles, but I bought mostly sets. And some of them you're going to be like, why? Why would you buy that? But there's a reason for it. So first off, and I'm not going to show the whole sets. What I did is I pulled the highlights out of each set, and I'll talk about the highlight cards and what the set is and all that good stuff. So first off, I bought an 89 Bowman set, because why not? And I have the King Griffey Jr., this one graded in a 9, but I don't have this one graded. This one's off-centered, but I have one in my to-grade boxes that is really, really sharp that I think has a shot at a 10. But these were really cheap, so of course I'm going to pick it up because it's got a King Griffey Jr. rookie in it. Next, I bought a 2010 top set, and that has Buster Posey's rookie. Oh, and also I bought an 89 top set. I'm not going to show any of those, but now I have every 80s top set except for the 1980 top set. And as a matter of fact, I don't even have a Henderson rookie right now. So hopefully here in the not so distant future, I will pick that up. And then I would really like to just start knocking out some of the other sets that I don't have from the 80s. I don't have an 84 Donruss. I don't have I don't think I have an 85 Donruss. So there are a handful of sets from the 80s that I don't have. 80 and 81 Fleer, 81 Donruss, I don't have those. So I'd like to start picking those up. But anyway, 2010 tops. We've got a Buster Posey rookie. And a lot of these sets I picked up because they were a big hole in my collection. Because at this point in time, in the late 90s, up until about 99 and 2000, I got pretty heavy into it again then for a little while. I was only buying basically a blaster box every year. So a lot of these cards that I'm showing you, I'd never ripped other than a blaster box, or I never had any of these rookie cards. So again, Buster Posey, I don't know if he's a future Hall of Famer or not, but a lot of people seem to think he will be, and I never owned this, so why not go ahead and pick it up? And some of these are pretty sharp that might be worthy of grading, just to keep in my collection. So this one would have been a huge card a few years ago, Mad Bum. Madison Bumgarner. It's come down quite a bit because he's struggled here the last, what, 5-6 years probably, but still it's a cool card. Carlos Correa. I need to check to see if he's still pitching, but he had a monster year around the pandemic, maybe 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. Michael Brantley was a good player for a little while. Jason Hayward, also a good player for a while. Played with the Cardinals for a bit. And then here's an Alan Craig, who was a huge Cardinals kind of a hometown hero, so to speak. Not necessarily hometown because he's not from here. That's David Freese, but he's just a homegrown player that came up and had a few really good seasons. And then unfortunately, he had an ankle injury that bothered him for a while and greatly affected his career. But he had some definite early standout playoff moments in his career. And then here are a few Albert Pujols cards that I didn't have. So if I remember right, 2010 was Albert Pujols' last year as a Cardinal. Or maybe it was after the 2011 season, because his 2011 cards are still Cardinals uniforms. But just somewhat early career cards of Albert Pujols that I didn't have. And this set has some really cool cards in it. I really like the design of it. This is Gehrig and Ruth, which is an awesome card. Here's an Ichiro and Griffey together. And this was I think he played a little bit in 2011, Griffey did, and then retired. But this is one of his, if not his last playing days card, it's his next to last playing days card. And this is an awesome card too. And by this point in his career, he had started to bounce around a little bit. He left the Red Sox, was with the White Sox for one season, and then went back to the Mariners, where he closed out his career and retired. Sorry, I've got a bunch of gunk going on right now. And then here is an awesome Mickey Mantle card. Excuse me. Sweet card there. Again, I really like this 2010 design along with the 2011 design. I'm a huge fan of. So next, I have a 2020 top set, or not 2020, a 2000 top set. There's a Hank Aaron. I'm a huge fan of this card. I have one, I think, but it's in pretty rough condition. And this one is much, much nicer. Here's one commemorating his 57 MVP. Great card. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Ken Griffey Jr.'s first Cincinnati Reds card. Running out into the outfield, making an over-the-shoulder catch. It's just a cool card there. And then next, I picked up, I may have to put my glasses on real quick. I think this is this 98? 99. So a 99 Topps Chrome set. This is a leaders card with Griffey. League leaders card, Ken Griffey Jr. This is home run leaders. And some of these I'm going to have to fish out of these penny sleeves and put them in new ones, because they've been in penny sleeves for a long time and they're sticking to the penny sleeve. This one is not a grading candidate. It's pretty off center, right to left. I've got a pretty bad glare on it. Turn this way and see if that helps. Yeah, cool card there. Todd Helton, Rookie Cup. A few prospect cards. Carlos Lee, I know like 98 Bowman is actually his rookie card. And so some of these are pretty tricky because, you know, there'll be several years where Topps made prospect or draft pick or rookie cards like Lance Berkman had prospect cards for a few years. So you really, for me, I've got to dig and figure out which one is actually their true rookie card because I don't know them right off the top of my head. But this may be a Matt Holliday actual rookie card because this is a draft picks card. So that's it for the Topps Chrome set. Then we've got 2002 Topps. Of course, the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. By this time, he wasn't a kid anymore. He was a full-grown man, but here's an early career Pujols card. And this is a really neat set because it's got a whole lot of Ichiro and Pujols cards in it because they just came in and took baseball by storm in 2001. And overall, these are pretty nice cards. Some of them have some edge and corner issues. Like this has some, I don't know if that would be chipping or what. But it just shows up as kind of a discoloration. And then here's the Pujols Rookie Cup. Awesome card there. This one has Placido Polanco in the back picture. Cool card there. And then there are a lot of commemorative cards of the 9/11 in this set too. This one has Ichiro on the back, and a lot of those are really cool cards. Here's a League Leaders card with Ken Griffey Jr. on it. Or no, that's Ichiro. Sorry. Another one with Ichiro. First Gold Glove. League MVP. So this set is really a commemoration of what a beast Ichiro was in 2001. And there are lots of Ichiro and Pujols cards in there. And then here is new Hall of Famer Joe Mauer's rookie card. And again, I didn't have this one because this is a big, there are lots of gaps in my collection for these years. This is one I had back in the day and don't have anymore, and went ahead and picked up as a single. I think this was like $1. And then I'm a huge fan of these Upper Deck Star Quests. This has Griffey in a White Sox uniform, so I picked that up super cheap. These two I've never seen before. This is probably some kind of unlicensed card. It doesn't have a manufacturer or anything on the back or the front. I'd never seen this, so I went ahead and snagged it. This is kind of the same thing. This is a Premier Player set. Probably, again, unlicensed. But another one I'd never seen. I have a few of these 91 Fleer All-Stars of Griffey, and I'm looking for one that's good enough to grade, because with these, the black surface of this card, they always show dings and dents and stuff really well, and so I'm just trying to find a clean copy to grade. But I got the whole set of the Fleer All-Stars. And here's a MVP, Upper Deck MVP Swing Time subset that I got the whole set of. That's Frank Thomas there. This is Griffey. These are cool cards. I'd never seen these. These are from I don't know what year. Huh, it doesn't have a year on the back. Oh, there it is. 1999. My eyes get worse every day. I need to go get some actual glasses. But cool cards there. I also got the 89 All-Star Glossy All-Star set. There's Bo Jackson. Ozzie Smith. And I also got the 1990 All-Star set. There's Ken Griffey Jr. And then I got the first edition Star Quest insert set. Here's Albert Pujols. Here's Ichiro. Here's Ken Griffey Jr. I got a 93 Topps Traded set, and that has the Todd Helton rookie, which I'm super stoked to have. I've never had this card, so I'm super happy to have that. I got a 97 Bowman's Best set, which has Adrian Beltre. And again, some of these are hard to tell if they're actually their rookie cards or not. I know Beltre is, and I know Roy Halladay is. And these are both Hall of Fame rookie cards that I didn't have that I'm happy to have. Like this Bartolo Colon, I don't know if that's actually his rookie card or not, but he doesn't have any major league stats. So if it's not 97, it's probably the year before. I'm pretty sure this is Miguel Tejada's rookie. And I think, I'm trying to remember if Scott Rowland was 95 was his true rookie cards, but if this isn't a rookie card, he still, I think he had played 37 games in the big leagues at this point, so still an early career card of a Hall of Famer. I know some people aren't really happy about Scott Rowland being in the Hall of Fame, just like I'm not really happy about Joe Mauer being in the Hall of Fame, but they are. So here's a Carlos Beltran, probably a future Hall of Famer. These I know, this I know is not his rookie card. Chris Carpenter, great pitcher for the Cardinals, won a Cy Young in the Cardinals Hall of Fame. Also, I don't think a rookie card either. Andrew Jones, I'm pretty sure this one isn't a rookie card. But again, an early career card. Here is Ken Griffey Jr. And here is Mariano Rivera. Also not a rookie card, but I don't have a lot of Mariano Rivera because again, these were big years of holes in my collection. So that's all I picked up. And I would like to go back and get some more stuff from him. He has some of it I have, like 93 Score Select. I have a set of that. That's got the Jeter jumping in the air. Looks like he just jumped off a trampoline. He's got a 93 Pinnacle set, which also has a Jeter rookie in it. He's got some more late 90s, early 2000s sets that I would like to pick up. So I may end up back down there again here in a couple months. And thanks again to my buddy Coop for asking me to go down there with him and letting me crawl through this dude's basement. I have his name saved in my phone, and I'm filming off of it, so I can't remember the guy's name right now off the top of my head, and I apologize for that. But just a great guy. He's getting up there in age. His health is not what it once was, and he's got a huge collection down in a basement that he's trying to figure out what he needs to do with, because his kids aren't interested in it. So Coop's been buying stuff off of him for a while, and I hope I can get down there and buy some stuff off of him too. So Just a huge amount of cards, just a tremendous collection that spans multiple years. Most of his older stuff from the 60s and 70s is gone. He had a dealer come in there, and a dealer bought most of the really good stuff, but the stuff that's been picked through that's still left down there, there's still some cool stuff to me down in that basement. So I was happy to be able to go through it and bring some cards home. So again, today is Tuesday the 7th. I'm hoping that SGC receives my newest submission today. It's supposed to be down there today. I don't know how much snowpocalypse affected it all, but we'll see. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I've already filmed the pre-grading video. I may get one out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, another one this week. We'll just see how everything goes. I'm going to be really busy putting all this stuff away. I've got to put graded cards back in my shelves because they've just been stacking up that I've been pulling out to do videos with and just haven't put them back because I have those horrible plastic stands. I'm trying to get something a little nicer, some wood stands in there made so they're easier to pull in and out. And then all the stuff that's top loaded and penny sleeved, I've got to put them away in boxes. So I'll be pretty busy the next few days. Still, like I said, I've been 3 days on doing this stuff already, and I'll still be pretty busy for a couple days putting everything away. So again, I appreciate everyone's support. If you're still with me at this 27-minute long rambling video, I appreciate it. If you're still with me and you're not already subscribed, if you would do so, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you could give this a like, I would also appreciate that also. So I will go ahead and wrap it up at that. So until the next one, I hope everybody has a good one, and I'll talk to you later.